Welcome, low ego action heroes and phoenixes. This is Debbie Levitt from dcx, and welcome to episode 283, The ROI We Deliver. I'm talking to you in late January 2026, so this is a preview from my upcoming book, Atomic Product Market Fit. And hello, Ana Lucia. Why didn't you show up in all of my chat areas? And welcome, of course, to people listening audio only on the podcast. You can now find the Delta CX Hive in podcast audio format on all of your favorite platforms and also video format on YouTube. So today we're going to take a look at an exercise that I invented to go with my new book. I'm going to read an article about the exercise. I will show you the unattractive template I made for it. And remember that you are absolutely welcome to make a better template. I don't know why the comments aren't coming up on my side screen, but at least they're coming up on this screen, and I'll just try to keep an eye on them. So if you have comments or questions while I'm reading this out, post them and I'll get to them. Okay, so let's sneak over to this window. Yes, there we go. So let's give this a little read. So this is the ROI We Deliver. And it goes with my mother-in-law not noticing that I'm live streaming and talking to the dog. So here's how it goes. We obsess over our ROI for our company, how our team, division, or company will make or save money. But we forget that our customers are having the same thoughts and conversations about us. We should obsess over the ROI that we deliver to our customers. Do we offer a good return on the time and money that customers invest with us? How long will customers suffer or struggle? Oh, Ana Lucia says, why are we the only ones being pushed to defend ourselves? Oh no, this is going to be for everybody. Yeah, this isn't for any particular role. This is not just for UX or CX or product. So this is really for everybody. It's not limited this time. So as I was saying, we should obsess over the ROI that we deliver to our customers. Do we, as a team, a product, a company, do we offer a good return on the time and money that customers invest with us? How long will customers struggle or suffer with anything they believe has low value, low quality, or a low return on their investment? The ROI we deliver, and you can find the template, the unattractive template I'll show you in a moment. It's on among my Miro boards across my books at execs.to/Miro, M-I-R-O. And it's an exercise that you can run with your team. It makes us stop and look at what we promise customers, what value we offer, where we kind of suck, and where we can improve. The goal is that by the end, we will plan and then take action on areas where we can improve. Take action on the PSE, product, services, and experiences, on evolutions and revolutions that will make customers happier, more likely to stay, and more likely to tell friends or colleagues that we're the best. There's no bad time to run this exercise with your cross-functional team and maybe even your stakeholders and leadership as well. You can run it before a project, after a project, or when you are wondering what your next strategic priority should be. And feel free to treat my exercise and template as a starting point. Make them better, make them your own, make them better, and adjust them in any way that makes them better. The template is a set of columns waiting for your team to drop sticky notes in each column. So the first column will detail what customers know they need to invest to do business with us. So when we think about that, it's about customers, our customers understand what they're going to have to invest to do business with us. So for example, how much money are they going to spend doing business with our company? What will it cost to implement what we offer? What about any training time or resources to start using what we offer? Maintenance fees, add-ons or upgrades, and integration with other systems. We need to document everything that we know customers will have to invest with us and what it might cost them in time and money. Don't forget time. Time is important also. The next column on the board will ask people to think about the time, money, effort, and more that the customers had to invest but didn't expect. So when you think about time customers might spend contacting support, workarounds customers invent to fill in what our products and services are missing or do badly, additional staff needed to manage the solution, just making a note here. Time lost to bugs and outages, effort spent complaining or escalating issues, and the costs of fixes or customizations not included in the contract. So this is all the money a customer is likely to spend with our company or time that they didn't expect to have to invest, and they're going to be considering this when considering if we offer a good ROI to them. So you would use this column to estimate or document what being our customer actually looks like and costs. So these first two columns give us a strong sense of what our customers expect a return on. This is what they are giving and the time they're spending, and they're going to expect way more value in return. Column 3 of the template or exercise details the known facts about how our customers determine if our product or service is worth it. What do we know about how our customers measure our value and our ROI? If we realize we don't understand this, it's a good time to research and find out. Which specific metrics do they use to evaluate success? How quickly do they expect to see returns? What would make them tell others that our company is a great investment with great PSE, products, services, and experiences? How do they justify the purchase to their stakeholders? This column helps us focus on how we are judged. Use that knowledge to meet or exceed customers' expectations. Column 4 allows us to reflect on our value proposition. What are the key benefits of our products, services, and experiences? What promises do we make to our experience ecosystem? Additional questions to consider for this column include: what can customers actually accomplish with our PSE? Which user tasks do we make easy, low effort, error-free, and delightful? Which problems do we genuinely solve? Which measurable improvements do customers experience? What do customers praise about our offering? What ROI do customers actually report with evidence? What do we offer that no competitor does? Where are we demonstrably better than alternatives? Why do our loyal customers stick with us? What would customers lose by switching to a competitor? What evidence do we have that we deliver on our promises and offer customers excellent value and quality? Let's be clear on what we offer and what our customers believe they have been promised. Column 5 of the template and exercise is an opportunity for us to be honest about where we have broken all of those promises from column 4. Where do our products, services, and experiences have problems? When are we not delivering on our value proposition? What complaints do we hear repeatedly? Why do we lose sales or customers? Where do people get frustrated with our PSE? Which features do customers request that we don't have? What types of workarounds do customers create to be more successful with our PSE? When did we ship something knowing it was low quality or a poor match to users' needs? When did we release something knowing it would need to be fixed later? That's one of many signs that we are breaking promises and not delivering the value that we should. And column 6 of the template or exercise details our opportunities to take action. Reflect on the evidence we have showing where we follow through on our promises and deliver quality and value, and where we don't. We should have some better awareness around where we're falling short, both in our value proposition and in how our customers determine their return on investment with us. We can now consider improvements and innovations to close that gap, become a stronger competitor, and win. So in this column, let's have some aha moments about the value and ROI to our customers of what we offer. Where can we deliver significantly more value to customers? Which improvements would increase customer ROI? How can our PSE better match our experience ecosystem's needs? How can we better meet or exceed customers' expectations? Which quick wins can we implement in the short term? And which fundamental changes are needed long term? After this column is done, mark high priority items that will have the greatest impact and ROI for customers. You can do a round of dot voting if you would like. Try it. This unique exercise can be run at least a few times a year with your team or leadership. It should also help us focus on better strategies that won't constantly change. Refocusing on delivering more value should be at the core of crafting strategies, initiatives, and projects. There you go. Just a little idea for an exercise that you can try running with your team or company or department, just to get people thinking about the idea that customers or potential customers are wondering, what ROI will we deliver on the investment they make with us? And I think we don't think about that enough or at all. We just don't. Anybody have any thoughts or questions or disagreements? Because today's show is just reading that article. So if there aren't any thoughts or questions, we can certainly wind down. And of course, if you are hearing this later, you're always welcome to get in touch if you have questions. We have a free Discord community where you can leave questions there, dcx.to/Discord. We've also got our events calendar, our free Patreon. Join us on Twitch. All of the links are on dcx.to. So that would be a way for you to join us and get in touch more. Sometimes people follow me on LinkedIn, but I am still shadow banned there, and you'll probably never see me post. So please follow in other places. I am not seeing questions today, and I don't know if it's because my question system is broken or because there aren't any, but just in case, I will thank Ana Lucia says, it's not a question because I do see the value in the exercise, but I can see too many companies saying, why should I do this? Yeah, and it's part of a chapter in the book, I think it's chapter 4, where I go into more detail about the idea of considering customers, how they perceive ROI. So why should we do this? Because if we ever wonder, are customers happy with us? Are they getting value from us? Do they see us as valuable or high quality? Is there something we should be doing to improve that impression? Because, of course, when customers see us as low ROI, they're more likely to leave. If they see us as high ROI, where they invest time and money and they feel like they're getting lots of value for that time and money, then they're more likely to stay. We're more likely to convert them. We're more likely to retain them. They're more likely to be loyal. So ultimately, this is something to think about, especially when we care about converting customers, retaining them, and hoping they stay loyal, and maybe even that they will grow with us. Because if we're not paying attention to how they see us, and we're not going beyond the usual surveys of, would you recommend us and did you like us? I think we have to go a lot deeper to understand what we do that works really well and what we do that breaks our promises and is likely to be seen as low ROI. So yeah, thank you for that question, because that's always a good question. Why bother doing anything? What's in it for me? Why should I care? Those are all absolutely reasonable questions. And I can't make anybody care, but I always hope that they're going to be thinking about how do we keep customers? And what do we know about how our customers perceive us and the ROI we deliver, as per the name of this show. Thank you. I appreciate that question. Any other questions before we wind down the show for today? With a reminder, of course, that tomorrow is Wednesday, and I will be doing the Ask Me Anything show. If you'd like to send in a question early, that's at dcx.to. You'll find a link there. Ana Lucia says, as a UXer, I do care, and you know I do, but companies are definitely another league. Yeah, I am definitely hoping that as part of the content in my upcoming book, which will be out in a few weeks. It is called Atomic Product Market Fit. I'm hoping to get people more invested in considering how our products and services fit our market of target audiences. And for some of that, we're going to have to understand better how they perceive our value, our ROI. So it's chapter 4. Ana Lucia says, how would you convince a company to do this exercise, for example? Yeah, so I think it would be great if a company felt like, gee, we are losing some big customers, or we're losing a lot of little customers, or there are some sales that we expected to make and we didn't make them. But especially when there are customers, and especially longtime customers who might be leaving, why do you think they're leaving? The short version is they don't see the ROI. They don't see a good reason to continue investing in whatever we offer or our company because they believe we're inferior, or they found someone who's better, and we could be better, but we're not. And so I think that it's a great exercise to consider running when anybody is asking questions. Why are we losing customers? Why are people doing a trial and then not becoming paid? Or why are they paying for a while and then they're leaving? Or they signed a contract, but they didn't renew the contract. And then the question is, all right, it's time for us to take a deeper look at what customers expect from us and what they're investing in us, and what we're giving them for that investment. Because I think we can think of a lot of examples when we stopped doing businesses with companies, and we can give granular reasons why. We could say, oh yeah, I didn't buy from them again because this happened, and then support was bad and whatever. But ultimately, the kind of overarching symptom, you could say, or reason is the ROI wasn't there. We didn't want to further invest in doing business with this company because we didn't feel that return or value. But then we don't know why. And so that's why this exercise aims at getting us to start thinking about what's going on here. Why aren't we delivering the value that our customers expect? Why are we losing these customers? So, obviously there will be other ways that you'll investigate this. You might end up doing customer conversations, user interviews, observations. Some people will run surveys. Whatever you can do that will help feed the data and knowledge for an exercise like this, or feed whatever you're going to do because of this exercise. Do it. Obviously I prefer qualitative research over quantitative, but whatever you can do to learn more about what your customers expect from you, especially given what they're paying, hopefully you will then invest in delivering that. Thank you for these great questions. Any other questions before I wind down for today? Just a reminder that next Tuesday is the first Tuesday of the month, which means we won't be live on YouTube. We will be live in the Discord community in our event hall. The first Tuesday of every month, I do free portfolio reviews, resume reviews, and CV reviews. First come, first served. You just have to be in the event hall, and I will look at your stuff and give you free advice. It's worth at least what you paid, and you can do whatever you want with that advice, but at least these are free and available to any member of the Discord community. So that will be next Tuesday. We won't be here. We'll be there. All right. I guess I will play the winding down music, and almost ended the show by mistake. I will play the winding down music, and thank everybody for joining us today, especially those on the podcast platforms. And if you on the podcast platforms have any questions, find me, email me, join the Discord and ask your questions there. It is a conversation. These shows are sometimes not as much of a conversation as I can hope, but we can always have one some other way. So I hope everybody is having a great last week of January, and I will see you tomorrow at Ask me anything. And Lucia says, it's going to be hard to convince people to do this, but the answers are worth it. Yes, and that's why you want to follow the trail of the money. Chances are the people you're going to find who want to do this are in marketing and sales, because they are somewhat responsible for us making or losing money. All right, everybody, I'm out of here. Thanks again, and catch you tomorrow.